A 1-for-1 trade on defense is typically not worth it. And the reason being, basically on offense, right? If you get a kill here, that sends the defense into a frenzy. They're going to have to rotate people over. So something is going to be open as soon as you get a kill. So that leaves you a lane now to exploit. Hi, I'm Pest. I'm a 9-time Radiant and welcome to today's video. If coaching is something you're interested in, I offer some of the most affordable Radiant coaching on Medify. You can book as soon as tomorrow. Use code PEST-YT for additional 10% off or join my Discord where I'll be doing free coaching giveaways just for being there. Other than that, let's get into the video. Okay, so this is kind of weird because you guys have a Viper and you don't have a Smoke for Heaven. It's gonna be really hard to do anything showers. All right, so if they have this space for retake, right? They have this and then basically all of this. You guys have nowhere to play. Like, you guys have U-Haul, this spot, and then short. That's not a very strong post plant. It could work, but basically, if they have any util left and they use it correctly, you guys just lose the round. You want to take the space showers, but yeah, obviously, once you get to this point, especially with their ops, you pretty much can't peek it. You have maybe Fade and One taking showers control, and then once they have this, they can kind of back up and help you guys short again.
Like, would you want Fade to stay there? If I'm Fade in that situation, do I stay there for the round? And
you would want one person there. Late post plant, if the bomb is here, like, you still have a pretty decent angle from showers. It's not a bad place to hold and play from. Normally, if you'd have a smoke here or a smoke here, one of the two, you'd be able to get out bench, or you'd be able to go help your teammates from there, either one. But without the ability to get out of showers, I think one person here is enough, and then the other person would want to back up. Your hope would basically be that they gave this to you pretty freely, and so maybe this Fade could just throw a dog through here, get nothing, and then this person just has a free showers. And if they are fighting it, then that's good for you guys short. So as long as these guys are pulling their attention showers, that pretty much gives you a free out short, right? Because if there's one person here, then your two teammates should be able to take care of them pretty easily. If there's two people here, then these people just need to distract them, right? And if they're distracting them, that gives you guys a literal free sight. You guys get the bomb down. This would be another thing that I would suggest. You guys had 4 people short, including the bomb. The biggest mistake is the bomb, but pretty much always you're going to want to split 2 and 3. The reason that you don't want the bomb there is just because of the TP plays, right? So this is like a very vulnerable place. Granted, they don't have a Raze or a Yoru or some of those common people that'll be abusing that TP, but specifically versus a Raze, bringing bomb here is just asking to lose the round. So you always want to take the bomb long. That's number 1. And then 2, I would have called a teammate over, and they can start here. That's fine, but you just want them to run down with you. I like that you didn't scam and go elbow with your Fade. That guy's an idiot for that job. He ended up getting 4, but that's like a great example of a bad play that I'm sure has worked out for him a lot, and so he continues to do it. I mean, I don't have to tell you, right? This guy dies here. There's 2 people here. They give him a Sceptre. That round changes so quick.
How can I tell if, like, the play I'm making is good or bad?
I mean, in theory, if it works, it was a good play. That's like one way of looking at it. There's a lot of situations, so it's hard to perfectly generalize that. I'd say the rule, I don't know if we've gone over this, when you are obligated to make a play and not, if you're man up on defense, you have 0 obligation to make a play whatsoever. The pressure is entirely on the attackers, right? You have the man advantage, and then they also have to plant the bomb. So they have the double disadvantage. You have no obligation to do anything. If you are even numbers on defense, kind of the same thing. There are some specific situations where making a play would be good, but generally still on the offense. If you're in a man down situation on defense, that's when you would go for your kind of riskier plays where you might get 2 and die. Like, that would definitely be worth it in a man down situation. And I mean, in theory, that would still be worth it in a man up situation, but not worth the risk, right? And then to break that down kind of even further, a 1-for-1 trade on defense is typically not worth it, and a 1-for-1 trade on offense is worth it. And the reason being, the best example of this is something like Haven. Basically on offense, right, if you get a kill here, that sends the defense into a frenzy. They're going to have to rotate people over, so something is going to be open as soon as you get a kill. So that leaves you a lane now to exploit. It's not going to be consistent because people are going to, you know, this guy might be flanking instead of rotating back. So it's not like 100% you're going to know where they are, but you can generally deduce, right? Like, if you get a kill at A here, you could pretty much guarantee that these people are going to shift over 1. So in theory, C would kind of be open here. So if you got to pick A and you had somebody C long at this point, this guy would want to wait like maybe a second and then start working up. And that would be like a good lurk. At this exact point that he's lurking up, this guy should be telling his team, I'm lurking up C. You guys should start rotating back. And then this person will just want to basically get into a position that the enemies won't expect, but they can also play their life out. A good position for this exact scenario, I would probably sit like backside right here. A lot of people would go into their spawn and stuff like that. And you can, but you know as soon as your teammates start rotating off A, that the other team is going to start rotating back towards C, right? So you pretty much know that they're going to funnel into you, and no one's going to expect you to be backside. If someone's here, they're going to expect you to be in their spawn. So by doing this, you not only get a free kill, but you're also playing your life and holding the site for your team. Okay, so here, I think dogging first is the play. I paused that at a hilarious point because I didn't even know that this was the round that happened. But that's fucking awesome. So I don't need to tell you about this, but getting your dog out first is more important. You clear these close angles. So if you throw a flash, the thing is your teammates are just going to go out anyway, unless you specifically tell them. But even if you specifically tell them, then throwing that flash doesn't really matter because they're waiting anyway. Kind of like a first things first scenario. You want to clear this corner. You want to clear, close right here. And mainly, you want to make sure that no one is opping, here. That's like your main goal, or someone holding the angle with a rifle. The biggest threat's definitely an op in one of these situations. So first, you want to 100% clear this corner and then basically get to here. If you get anything past this, like into U-Haul or something like that, then that's just extra. But your main goal with this is just to make sure that no one's going to get absolutely creamed coming out of this angle. And then once your teammates are in this area, that's when you would chuck your flash into this right corner or something like that, and that would help them get out. But throwing your flash first is kind of a waste of util because you're going to have to dog anyway after. So it puts a little bit of pressure on them in a way, but no one can really act off of it, so it could be better used. We need to really dissect what's wrong with this round stream. Let me know if you can spot it. I just go, okay, dude. Okay, so you do this a lot too. This is not the worst example, but you go out in the open a lot when you don't have your gun out. And I honestly do this too. I notice this a lot with me on Sage. I would just like run like a good 20 feet with my wall in my hand before I would actually place it. But yeah, you do it a lot where you can't defend yourself and you're just out in the open a lot. I'll continue to try and point stuff out like that, but I think that definitely will help you with less like unlucky timings. I think that this is a good point to... You guys can either just wait and try and play picks here, or you guys can back up. You guys can take the TP. You can cut noise and re-hit. All of those are perfectly fine options. To go out of the smoke requires a flash.
Yeah, that would have been very helpful. I had a flash here. You didn't waste both. Got one more.
So no, I think using both of them long was fine because she was challenging it and stuff. Because the thing is, like, say you didn't use the flash and then she was peeking and got a kill, you wouldn't have even gotten to this point anyway, right? So it wouldn't have really mattered. So using your util to get to this point, I think that's fine. So one of two things definitely need to happen. If you were gonna go out, you need to give your team warning that you're gonna go out, because you're basically the duelist here, and this should be very, very commonly practiced thing of all duelists. But they don't do it. They have to tell their team when they're going out. They like to do this thing where they think just because they're entering, they're absolved of bombing or using any sort of teamwork because they're like the first one in. But that's actually very important, right? If your teammates don't know that you're going in, they're not 100% ready to trade you. Like we said, this is a game of literal milliseconds, right? So that half second that it takes you to go, oh, my teammate's out. Oh, I should be trading him, and then walk out of the smoke. That's enough time for that player's spray to reset, and then you're fucking dead walking out the smoke too. Whereas if, you comment and then you guys all three face the smoke together, you guys have three people here and you guys face the smoke together. One goes out front, left, and right. You're gonna maybe kill one of you, but that's gonna get traded, right? If everyone's ready. And then on top of that, you have one person jumping on that box U-Haul or hookah, out of hookah, and one jumping out of hookah. That's literally 5 people on your fucking screen at once. And, that does take a decent amount of coordination. That's not going to happen. But you even having one person coming out of that smoke with you, and then, your teammates are ready to go out hookah because you said that you were going out. In theory, you'd want to do that even with a flash. But especially going out with nothing, through a smoke, you 100% were going to need to be traded there. You were basically just throwing away. Once again, if it's getting traded, not the worst. I do think the best play would just be to either wait out the smokes, try and play picks. You guys can rotate, whatever it is. They did a good job of facing you early, long. That's how you should be playing, because you're forcing a lot of util, right? That Reina didn't really put any of her life in danger, particularly throughout that, and they forced a dog, 2 flashes out of you, and that made that entire hit basically crumble. If she wasn't there and she was just sitting in this corner, you would have, had your dog up, you would have concussed her, and then you would have been able to run up, flash her, right? That round would have been so different if she wasn't playing aggressive, shoot your dog. As soon as she shot your dog, backed up, then she threw like another shoulder and then ran away or something like that. And that put enough pressure on you guys to, one, slow your hit down enough for her teammates to rotate. Also forced a bunch of util out of you, but I just wanted to kind of explain like why I guess that's so important.
I appreciate you making it till the end. It really means a lot. Once again, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe for more content just like this. Also, make sure to stay active in our Discord. I'll be giving away free coaching sessions, Valorant bundles, and more. If coaching is something you're interested in, just click the link in the description. You'll be on your way to ranking up. Other than that, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.